Yo, what up, family? Nkosi here. Welcome to Nkosi TV. I'm your host, Nkosi. Welcome to this episode. I'm not going to waste any time, man. I'm going to jump right into this thing. This is probably one of the most important, in my opinion, episodes that I've done because what I'm doing in this episode is I'm encouraging you to connect with me because I'm doing a upgrade challenge. I'm challenging all of those out there that would take the challenge to upgrade your life, to upgrade yourself all the way around. So the next few videos, coming up are going to be episodes on just that. I might drop some new videos in between, but I'm going to keep this going at least until April the 20th, which is my birthday, actually. And so I'm going to be 50 years old. And so, I want to really do something monumental, coming up during that time. But right now, I'm concentrating on upgrading my life. And I'm giving everybody an opportunity to follow my journey. And for the purpose of following my journey is for the purpose of encouraging you and stimulating you to do some things, to upgrade your life. Because a lot of you guys are stuck, you hurt, you are dealing with all kind of mental things that cause you anguish, because maybe you don't feel like you are where you should be, or whatever the case may be. I'm not really trying to diagnose that, but what I'm saying is whatever your problem is, I want you to walk on my journey with me, and let's just upgrade together. So, I'm not going to really give you exactly what I'm doing personally, because it's going to be left up to you. Everything is not for everybody. Certain things have to be tailored for your experience. However, I want to act as a stimulus. I want to stimulate you. I want to encourage you. I want to get you amped to where you get up and start doing something about moving forward to a happier place in your life. We already know, a lot of unfair things happen, a lot of things that we deem to be unfair. But at the same time, we got a lot more control than what we realize that we have. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, nothing is going to change until you change it. Nobody's coming to change it for you. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to have to buckle down, focus, and pull yourself out of the place where you in, put yourself on another timeline. A timeline that's going to bring happiness, a timeline that's going to bring peace, a timeline that's going to bring, satisfaction, in terms of your goals and so forth. All right? So this episode is going to concentrate on giving you tips to upgrade. These are tips that I'm using myself. And like I said, I won't go completely into detail because it's going to be tailored for you. You never copy anybody in style. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have different type of styles. But, you copy somebody in principle. If you're going to copy somebody, copy them in principle. Not style. Because when you copy somebody in style, then you're trying to be them. But when you copy somebody in principle, you're taking what has worked for them and what you've learned, and you're applying it to your life so it can work for you. Okay? Principles are very, very precise. They're just like laws. Laws are irrefutable, meaning that you can apply a law and you'll get the same result no matter who you are, no matter what the color of your skin is. You're going to get the same result from the law. For example, a law of gravity. If you step off of something high enough, the law of gravity is going to pull you down. Doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, whether you're tall, short, skinny, or fat. It's just a fact. And this is the way that principles are, which is why I say copy me in principle and not in style. Because when you copy me in style, I'm pulling you out of who you are and you're trying to be me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be a clone of somebody. You want to be individual. You want to be unique. And you want to be just like your fingerprint. No one has the same fingerprint in the world. You want to be unique. You don't want to be a carbon copy. You want to be an original. So, with that being said, I want to get into this thing about upgrading, And so the first thing that I want you to do, and this is what I started February the 1st. I'm a little behind because this video should have been released a lot earlier. But, doing some traveling and, trying to get myself together, I decided to just do it in the car, because if I don't get it done, then a lot of time will have passed by, and then, it's all lost. So anyway, the upgrade challenge. The first thing that I want you to do in this upgrade challenge is, when you get settled, when you get in a settled place, no matter what time you're watching this, the first thing I want you to do, I want you to get a pen and a pad, right? And what I want you to write down on this pad is what you would do if you were not paid for it, right? Because here's the thing, in this upgrade challenge, one of the things that you got to be cognizant of is how you feel, right? You want to live from this day forward more days happy than sad, more days happy than depressed, or any of those other low vibrating feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to be happy. That's a high vibrational function. So, if you want to be happy, one of the things that I discovered is, whatever it is that you're looking for in life, you're not really looking for those things. You're actually looking for those things because of the feeling. So what you're really after is the feeling of what it feels like to have those things in your possession, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a car, whether it's a job, whether it's money, whether it's to travel, whatever it is. Okay. So ultimately, the thing itself, produces a feeling, which is what you're really after. That's going to be very important for you to remember and understand. Okay. So I want you to get this pen and this pad, and I want you to write down, what you would be doing if you had time to do it, and what you would do even if you wasn't getting paid for it. And it's got to be something. Here's the key. It's got to be something that makes you feel the happiest. It's got to be something that makes you feel life to the fullest, right? Okay? Because the key is capturing the feeling, right? There are many ways to skin a cat, Now, watch this. When you capture this feeling, I'm going to teach you some things over the next few videos that will help you to bring these things into the present, right? In other words, they may not be tangible to you right now, but you'll be able to actually physically obtain these things with the method that I'm about to give you. Okay? So capture the feeling of what it would feel like to be doing something that you love doing, and let it be something that you would do regardless. I mean, you get so much satisfaction out of this thing, you would do it even if you wasn't getting paid. Okay? That may be a hint to what direction you need to start working toward when it comes to a profession. Because who likes to do what they don't like doing? It becomes a task within itself. If there's a particular job that you're working on that you don't like, you could do without that job. You know what I'm saying? If you had a choice to, but you go to the job because that's where you're getting your major financial compensation from, right? So, think about something that you would do regardless of whether you were getting paid or not. All right? Write that thing down. But I want you to write it down in the present tense. And what do I mean by that? If you, let's say, you want to do art, or you love doing art, right? That's a gift, that's a talent, that's a pastime, that brings you happiness, write it down, but I want you to write the sentence out in and I'm in a parking lot, so it's a lot of, noise and background stuff going on, people bumping their music and whatever. But write this thing down, but write it down in the present tense. I get so much happiness out of painting and doing art. It fulfills me in every way. Okay? I want you to write that down 25 times. The very, very same thing, word for word. But while you're writing it, I want you to capture the feeling of what it would feel like to be free financially, to be free socially, and to be free in any other kind of way, to be able to do that without having to invest time and making money to survive. In other words, I want you to capture the feeling of what it would feel like to be doing what you love to do for a living. Write it down in present tense 25 times. That's your first assignment. And when you're writing this down, from 1 to 25 sentences, you want to capture the feeling of what it would feel like to be presently doing that, even if you haven't started yet, even if you're doing something totally different that you don't like doing, right? Okay, so what you're going to do again is write it down in present tense as if you're already doing it. For example, let me give you an example. I love doing art. I love the residual income that comes from me doing what I love doing. Write that down 25 times. Concentrate on the feeling that it creates. Because remember, it is not so much the thing, it's the feeling that the thing creates. Whatever that thing is. If that's a girl, a man, a husband, a wife, a car, money, whatever it is, it is the feeling that comes after possessing the thing, that's what you're looking for. The only difference that I'm trying to teach you is to capture the feeling of what it feels like now, whether you have it or not. And sooner or later, it's going to come. So that's what I want you to concentrate on first. And there'll be a lot of other things, a lot of other videos that I release in terms of upgrading. But this is actually reprogramming your mind, because you have to be prepared to receive something, right? In fact, preparation plus opportunity equals destiny, right? So if you're trying to get to a certain destination, you got to be prepared. The opportunity is going to come. You just got to make sure that you're able to maximize the opportunity when the opportunity shows up. And the way you maximize the opportunity is that you prepare yourself before the opportunity makes itself available. And then when you maximize that opportunity, when it makes itself available, you'll find yourself right where you need to be. And I believe every person on earth needs to be in a place of complete and sheer happiness, living out their dream. That's the first upgrade. Okay? So I want you to do that. Next video, I'm going to give you some more instructions in some other areas. And we're going to do this together and see how our lives change in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay? All right. I hope this has helped you. If you like this information, it's impacting you, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Sorry about the noise in the background and so forth. I just got to go ahead and get this out. I would like it to be a lot more professional than what it is, but at least you're getting the information. That's the most important thing. All right. So this is Nkosi signing off. I'm telling you, live, laugh, love, man. Enjoy your life, and let's go on this journey to upgrade ourselves in the next 3 to 6 months and see how much better our lives are going to be. All right. Peace.